The 2024 BMW 4 Series, a rather interesting product from BMW. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section regarding the looks of it. But we have some subtle updates worth talking about for the Coupe, Grand Coupe, Convertible, and the M4 models. Inside we have the curved display that connects both the 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster along with the 14.9-inch infotainment screen. Many people have expressed their dislike for the new iDrive 8 infotainment because you have your climate control functions buried into the touchscreen, and people who defend this infotainment will say, oh, just use the voice command functions. By the time you finish screwing around with the voice commands, and by the time it misinterprets all of your prompts, you could have just went into the system and changed what you needed to change yourself. And if you had physical buttons, it would have been that much easier. So that's true. I'm not a huge fan of that, but I must say the iDrive system itself, it does work pretty well. It looks nice. It's quick to respond. And for 2024, the M440i gets standard lumbar support for the front seats, and we also get a wireless charging pad as standard. Both of these things should have always been standard, especially on an M440i, but it is what it is. Anyway, moving on, a personal eSIM 5G is now optional on every 4 Series model, and you can now get some fake leather on the M4 dashboard if you want. Those are your main changes for 2024, and we can quickly do an overview of this car and the various trim levels. And it's available as a coupe, a convertible, and a grand coupe, which is a 4-door hatchback. And that's really the car that I recommend going with because it's just so practical. The only drawback to the grand coupe is the lack of rear headroom and legroom for the rear occupants. Within these body styles, you have the 430i, the M440i, and the M4. With the base 430i's, you get the 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo engine with 255 horsepower. You step up to the M440i. I really like these models. You get the turbo 3-liter inline 6 with 382 horsepower, and it really feels like a rocket. It's a properly quick car. Honestly, for street driving, you can just stick with the M440i and not have to go up to the M4. And both the 4-cylinder and the 6-cylinder get phenomenal real-world fuel economy. In fact, they're almost the same. It's about 25 city, 34 highway for the 4-cylinder, and your MPG goes down by 1 in the city and 2 on the highway. But in the real world, both the 4 and the 6, they're very close. You do have to use premium fuel, but it's fine. It's really impressive. And you can also get all-wheel drive with all of these models and all of these body styles, and your MPG will once again go down a little bit, but it's great that they're offering this true daily drivability for those who want it. And that also goes for the M4s, which is powered by, once again, a 3-liter inline 6 with 473 horsepower, but you can also get the competition version with 503 horsepower. Now the M4 is only available as a coupe or a convertible, not as a grand coupe, although that would have been cool to see, and that would have been a nice competitor to the Audi RS5 Sportback. But regardless, BMW bringing the all-wheel drive system to the M3 and the M4s was certainly a game changer. Again, for those who want that true all-season daily drivability, it's awesome to have the all-wheel drive. And the MPG certainly drops when you go with the M4s to around 16 city, 23 highway. Pricing for these cars starts at around $50K for the 430i's, M440i around $62K, and M4 start around $80,000, and add $2,000 if you want to get all-wheel drive. However, add about $4,000 if you want all-wheel drive with the M4s. And the convertibles are really expensive. It's going to be $8,000 more than the coupes and the grand coupe across the board for every trim. However, if you are in the market for one of these cars, I did partner with AutoCompanion. He is a broker in the Washington, D.C. area, and he is offering 8% off MSRP on every BMW 4 Series, including the M4s. And he's offering like 9.5% off MSRP on the 330i BMW. And the deal gets even better if you qualify for BMW loyalty, like if you have a 10-year-old BMW in your household or newer, then you can qualify for that loyalty, and that brings down the price even further. So if that's something that you're interested in, I will have AutoCompanion's affiliate link in the description box below. He does charge a broker fee, but when you go through my affiliate link, you will get a certain amount of money off of that broker fee, and you will either have to pick up the car at Washington, D.C. or have it shipped to your house, which is going to be an additional expense for you, but you're saving so much money, it might be worth it. And I'm also going to have AutoCompanion's free leasing calculator in the description box so you can play around with the numbers. And this is a very powerful tool because not only can you see the interest rate on the lease, you can also see the manufacturer incentives. And this is something that is very difficult to find. And AutoCompanion in its free leasing calculator has listed all of the incentives clearly and plainly, and you can see how you can qualify for these incentives. All of that will be linked below, but if you found value with this content, make sure to like and subscribe. But thank you very much for watching. Take care and goodbye.